Alright guys, I'm going to try to do this video again. I've done this video about 4 times. But anyway, back to the video. This video is going to be addressing the critics. How critics today don't know how to review movies. And they don't. They don't know how to review films anymore. So Bright came out, and I'm going to focus more on Bright and probably the last Justice League film pretty much in this video. And if you're new to the channel and you're just new, I mean, you can subscribe, but I'm not going to do like movie reviews all the time. So just want to put that out there. But the point is, films like Bright that came out recently on Netflix you could say Friday morning. I saw it last night. It's getting destroyed by critics. And again, I saw it was kind of weird because they were hiding the reviews for it for Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, why are they hiding the reviews for it? And again, the critic came out and said it's the worst film of 2017. If you see that article, don't buy into that bullshit. It is not the worst film of 2017. Trust me. I've seen bad. Inhumans bad. So those are the worst films. They've been bad. So the point is, I saw the film for myself, and I will put a review up first before this video comes out. And I kind of harping on that too in that video. I was kind of mad. But the point is, I sat there and I wasn't saying this is the worst film. It has problems, absolutely. No film is perfect. But I can safely say I enjoyed myself. I like the world they built. I definitely would like to see what they do in the sequel. Because what they didn't do in this one, they could definitely harp it on and fix it in a sequel. And that's what a film's supposed to do. Something that Star Wars Last Jedi did not do. Oops, I'm sorry. Oops, I went there. Yeah, I do not like that film. And I don't like it because of many reasons. But we're not going to get into that in this video. But the point is, the critics slammed it and called it the worst film of this year, which is not. There's been worse. Like I said earlier. But they did that also with Justice League, calling that the worst film of the year. Which is not. I've seen worse. But the rating they've given these films for Bright was 23%. Unwarranted. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. To the point now that I think it's time for us, ladies and gentlemen, to make our own opinion and go see films for ourselves. I think Rotten Tomatoes now is poison. And it's not the company fault, is the people they have to review it. They're poison and they're hurting these films. And some of these films don't need to be hurt. Now, Transformers last night, that film should have been hurt to the point. I'm so happy that Rotten Tomatoes destroyed that film box office, and it did. Those films definitely need to be destroyed. Like the Mummy film wasn't that bad, but I don't think it deserved that rating it got. Like I said, Transformer last night, that is horseshit. That was terrible. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. That was probably the worst film I saw this year. That was bad. That was bad. This doesn't come near close as that bad. No, it doesn't. And if someone said it is that bad, you're a fucking idiot and you're a fucking moron and get the fuck off my channel. For Bright. Now, Justice League, on the other hand, is better because I can at least watch that film and not pull my eyes out. But it's not slightly better. You know, and you're asking me what would I give Bright on Rotten Tomatoes? Probably a 50%. Which is fair, which is good. For Justice League, 55%, which is fair and which is good. Not no 40 for Justice League, and definitely no 23. Hell, I thought Bright was a little bit better than Justice League. They saying it's worse than Justice League. And I'm like, how the fuck can that be worse than Justice League? Which is not. I think Bright is about 50. Now, I would say 55 for Justice League because I enjoy that a little bit more. So that's the 5% bias coming in because I'm a DC fan. But for Bright, I give it a 50% because, again, I said still corny film, but enjoyable film. It harpers back to the freaking 80s type of film. You know, films like Die Hard, you know, mixed with some fantasy. It's pretty cool, and I like that concept. You know, because I don't see films like that all the time. Unless it ain't no Marvel film that, you know, that gives us terrible CGI all the fucking time. You know, nothing like Justice League bad, but, you know, it's still pretty bad. Or, you know, a Disney film. So it was nice to see not a big blockbuster film. It was nice to see some type of indie film. And that's what I love indie films. I really do because they are the best films to watch because they have more character development and they take the time to actually make you feel invested in the characters compared to a big blockbuster movie that doesn't do that anymore. The only big blockbuster film that did that was Logan, but again, Logan is a little different. Logan, and the only person I was invested in was Laurel because that was the first time I saw the character on screen. I really want to see more of her. And plus, if you've seen Logan, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the point is, I think the critics today, they don't know how to review movies. Now, people on YouTube, they do. Because they're normal day-to-day people like us, normal, and we can relate to that. And I think that's the biggest thing that's missing with these critics today. And if it was up to me, I'll get rid of half of these motherfuckers and start getting people off of YouTube. Even though YouTube to me is poison right now, but that's another video for another day. So I stand by my stance that critics don't know how to review movies, and that's just my opinion on the matter. But as always, guys, like and subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. As always, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And I am out.